Yo, it's boy Marcus Morcini back with another video. Today we have our biggest news coming to COD Mobile since ever, pretty much since the launch of the game, and that's this CODM ranked overhaul that we're supposed to be getting for multiplayer ranked. So bans, lots of weapon changes, mode changes, things of that nature are finally coming to the game in what I believe is next season, right? Not this upcoming rank reset season, but the season after that. So that's good news. This is a big win for us as a community, but it's not right now for me personally. I think it's like a small win. This is a small win. A, this should have been done years ago. B, if they don't do it right, it's not changing anything. So what we want it to do is to change the game to make the game better, right? So let's remember, we got to be honest right here. The community will abuse anything that you allow the community to abuse in the ranked system, right? So if you don't ban gas grenades, people will be spamming gas grenades like crazy. It'll be worse than it's ever been because it didn't get banned, right? If you don't nerf the USS-9, for example, that's all you're going to see. And it's all you see now, but that's all you're going to see. So with this system that they're about to put into the game, there's a lot of things that got to go. And I'm going to be breaking down everything that, in my personal opinion, has to go, right? A lot of words I'm going to use to describe this stuff is cheesy or easily abused or just mechanics that aren't conducive to a good ranked play experience, right? And a lot of my opinions are going to come to a point where I start talking about console competitive ranked play. And if you don't think that mobile competitive and console competitive for COD or attached in any way, you're brain dead. I just want to address that now. So there is a big reason why I'm going to be drawing these two together, and I'll kind of address that towards the end of the video. But without further ado, let's get into all of the things that I think should be banned. I want to start this off with a skin, and that will be the rose skin. That is the most annoying skin in the game, not just because it's like kind of slender and skinnier than the rest of them, but mainly because it's so hard to see. And there's a couple of skins in the game that are like real dark black skins where the guy looks kind of skinny. One of them is the rose skin, and the other one has like a purple thing on his chest. So those got to go, in my opinion. Like I said, I can understand why you would be like that. It's too much. But me personally, I want them out. So get them out. That being said, let's dive into the rest of these. I'm going to rattle these things off. And then once I rattle off all the names of each section, then I'm going to kind of come back to what I think are the big ones that people will agree with and then ones people might disagree with as I go along. So, attachments: disabled, suppressors, damage ammo, long shot, and rapid fire. The last two, long shot and rapid fire, not big deals to me, but I could see those being a problem. So if it's up to other people, but I can understand that one and people wanting those two gone. As for disabled, no stock disabled Holger ruined this game for a long time for me. So I think we all know why disabled is a problem. And it's a lot worse than BR than it is in multiplayer. But it was terrible and just absolutely destroyed people's ability to move just because you hit them one time in the legs with an LMG. Ridiculous. Suppressors. Suppressors in competitive games in general is not good, much less competitive Call of Duty, where it's just like you're off the mini map for simply equipping this attachment. It gives you a ton of added damage range. It's simply really good, and in no competitive COD ever has there been suppressors allowed in the competitive scene. So why are they allowed in COD Mobile? They shouldn't be. Get them out. Damage ammunition. I think this is what is needed for a lot of guns in terms of bringing the TTK back to reality instead of it having to be like the fastest time to kill in any COD game ever. With this USS-9 right here, I don't even use this gun. I just pulled it on for this one gameplay because I was like, I need to do good. And so I slapped this thing on because I knew it's practically insane. So damage rounds are what you put on this gun, the 41 AE rounds. If you don't use those, you're wrong. I think that could also be for the thermite rounds as well, and then the HVK rounds that make it like 3-shot, the DRH OTM mag that make it 3-shot. Pretty much any gun that has a magazine that makes it infinitely better from a damage perspective, should have that magazine banned. That way we could kind of bring the TTK back to reality. Now there's a couple of guns that are going to need to be outright banned, right? Like the SKS Type 63, where there's no damage mag for that. Those are just marksman rifles that kill in 2 shots. Those don't belong in a competitive game. So I'm not addressing those. Next, let's hop into streaks. Shield turret, sentry gun, shock RC, UAV, care package, counter UAV, SAM turret, guardian, dragonfire, Goliath, flame knot, stealth chopper, EMP, advanced UAV, and the swarm. All of those I think should be gone, definitively gone. There's a couple in there, you know, I'm fine with leaving in, but UAV and advanced UAV, right? Just to highlight a couple, giving other teams information away for just getting a 3-kill UAV, that's ridiculous, man. That's why that's never been a streak allowed in any competitive Call of Duty on console, right? Console CODs have always had like a Predator or a glide bomb or like airstrikes. A lot of airstrikes, the cluster strike in COD Mobile, the lightning strike in COD Mobile. You could maybe get away with napalm, like that kind of thing, where it's like you have to actually have an ability to use this streak properly to get kills with it. Free kills, no good. Free positioning, no good, right? That's kind of how this goes, because it's supposed to be a competitive game. That's why we're playing ranked play. I think people should be able to understand that. Also, with the high streaks, I don't really know. I'm fine with banning them. I'm fine with leaving them in. But like your gunships, your VTOLs, your chopper gunners, ban them, don't ban them. I don't really care. I don't see many people getting those once we start making this game a lot more competitive. I think that the skill gap will start to widen, and then the matchmaking will kind of handle itself from a certain perspective, and that you won't really see those very often. But I mean, if you want to leave them in, leave them in. You don't want to, don't. It's up to y'all. Not really a big deal to me. Next up, let's talk about perks. Persistence, alert, high alert, restock, tactician, martyrdom, dauntless, tracker, quick fix, recon, spycraft, serpentine, demo expert, hardline, shrapnel, firepower support, unit support, and assassin. All these perks, in my opinion, should go. I'll highlight a few. Persistence, obviously, we all know that's bad. Anyone in disagreement, you are a problem. Alert, high alert. Giving the other team's position away for simply equipping a perk is not conducive to a good ranked environment. If you're wondering why, I could explain it to you. Just comment down below and I'll explain it. But it's going to take me a while and I don't have time for that. Restock, tactician, martyrdom. So restock just keeps giving you more tacticals. We already have enough tactical spam and lethal spam in this game as it is. We do not need more of it. So no, absolutely not. Same with tactician. Martyrdom, dropping a grenade as soon as you die. So annoying. Oh my god, dude, not good for a ranked environment, obviously. And yeah, that's pretty much it. A lot of these other ones are banned and competitive as it is, and a lot of these are be rendered pretty much useless anyway. Next up, we'll talk about lethals. Contact grenades, trip mines, combat axe, thermite, C4, Molotov cocktail. A lot of these have been banned already before, and they should be banned again. If you are in disagreement with any of these, there is a problem, because all of these are either super strong, like C4s, and can be hidden on bombs for some reason, or cheesy, like trip mines. Tacticals, if you disagree with any of these, there's a problem. Gas grenades, heartbeat sensors, cryo bomb, storm ball, flash drone, decoy, echo grenade, trip sensor, and dowser grenade. Some of these just suck, so might as well ban them. And some of these are absolutely stupid, like trip sensors. So I think we can all kind of agree that they got to go. If you can't agree with that, comment down below and I'll explain to you my logic as to why it needs to go and is not good for ranked as a whole. Next up, we'll talk about specialists. Just rattle these off, but I don't think specialists is that big of a deal, but there are a few that they are, so I'm just going to rattle off all the ones I think should go. Reactor core, transform shield, K9 unit, hive, equalizer, misdirection, ballistic shield, gravity vortex gun, bull charge, ballista, tac deploy, and havoc. You might be thinking that's a lot of stuff to rattle off right there. There's still a lot of specialists left in the game. I know the reactor core, I think, recently got banned in competitive Before then, Canine Unit is something you call in and it runs around itself and kills stuff. Obviously, that shouldn't belong in the game. Same reason we're banning a lot of those streaks, because you just call them in and they do their own thing. They're not controlled by you, the person, right? That's why streaks like the Predator have been so popular in competitive Call of Duty. Glide bombs, cluster strikes, where it's actually you're using this to a strategical advantage. Now, guns, everything not an AR, SMG, bolt action sniper, or pistol. We're all going to disagree with this. I think this is a really tough one to do, but that's how I think it should be, modeling after console Call of Duty and how that's been for years. So generally, I'm going to explain why I'm keeping ARs, SMGs, bolt action snipers, and pistols, rather than why I want to ban the other stuff, because it's easier for me to explain this. And then I'll just, if you want me to explain in the comments below, comment down below, like, why would you ban shotguns? Just comment that and I'll explain why. So with ARs, SMGs, this is like the go-to meta in any Call of Duty competitive mode ever. Even on COD Mobile, like, that's been the go-to meta for most of the competitive time of this game's life cycle. So I don't really know if there's much explaining to do, because you should have 2 ARs, 2 SMGs, and maybe, depending on the map, a third AR or a third SMG. And then for S&D, you'll have a sniper. Bolt action sniper specifically, obviously, we do not want SVD spam cheese. Obviously, I don't need to explain that. If you don't understand that, you are the problem. Plain and simple. I think we can all agree. Pistols, I mean, what the heck? Pistol ain't doing nothing wrong, man. Why we gotta ban the pistol? We don't. Leave the pistol in, because that gets us away from the melee abusing cheese that we've been having for years that everybody hates, except melee abusers. That being said, I've kind of addressed everything I wanted to address from a ban perspective for this and what I want to see. As for the ranked modes, rule set, and all that stuff, we'll talk about that when they release more information, what I think they could change, what they're going to do, if it's going to actually be that great. And yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. It's been your boy Marcus Morsini. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out of here. Peace.